So I got this offer to lease my client's property, and I'm pretty sure that the supporting documents are fake. So this is somebody who apparently works as a project manager at a medical center. And when I first saw this offer, I was like, wow, this medical center must be huge if they need a project manager. Like, I've never heard of that position existing in such a facility. So I started to kind of look at their supporting documents, and a lot of things just didn't make sense. So here's the first thing that kind of jumped out at me. I look at their pay stub and I see that, they earn about $4,000 every 2 weeks. So their year to date on the first pay stub was 57,000. But then when I go to the next pay stub, the year to date is 65,000. But shouldn't the pay stub basically be this number plus 4,000? So it shouldn't equal 65,000. I found that kind of weird. And then I was looking at their credit report, and I saw that, some of the digits, they look kind of weird. You see how the 3 there looks? How the fonts are different? The fonts are different. Then I started to research the company. So I found this, which is apparently the Beverly Hills Wellness Center where they work. This phone number that was listed is not in service. I looked at the Google reviews, and there's like 4 reviews. They're kind of weird. There's a review about a broken door. This guy's talking about a amazing facial, and then just some reviews from like 5 and 10 years ago. So it seems to me like, this address here, 40 Beverly Hills, it seems like kind of like a medical plaza, not necessarily an actual facility. And when I looked up that address, 40 Beverly Hills, I could see that there was all these different places that have that address. So when I go back and look at their employment documents, I'm like, where's the unit number for this thing? Then a bunch of other things that came up. So, for example, the applicant, they're a project manager. They have no LinkedIn profile. Their employment verification is from the general manager of this medical center. They have no LinkedIn profile. This clinic doesn't seem to have a website. I found some stuff on MapQuest, but that was about all that I found. So ultimately for me, there was just a lot of uncertainties here, a lot of things that I couldn't verify, things that didn't add up, red flags, and I just didn't feel comfortable telling my client that this is something that they should be considering and going ahead with. Like, I'm not saying that this is necessarily 100% fake, but couldn't verify this stuff. And then when I went back to the agent and asked for some clarification, like for example, why the employment letter doesn't have a company letterhead, what is the unit number? He said he was going to get back to me, and then he never did. I wonder if he's in on it. Be careful out there, guys. I do have a guide for landlords who are looking to find AAA tenants. There's a link to that guide in my bio. But what are your thoughts about all this? Do you think this stuff was fake? Let me know below.